Hey everyone, how's it going? Puntastic77 here, coming to you with some Team Fortress 2. Hope you're doing well. I'm playing a little bit of the sniper class here on Harvest. Decided to switch it up a bit from my normal payload gameplay here. In this video, you're going to be seeing two sets of clips. So one, I'm going to be playing as the sniper with the crossbow here. The compound bow is this actual bow. That's why it looks different than the huntsman. The Gerati and the Tribalman's Shiv. Actually, no, not the Tribalman's Shiv, the frying pan here. But I would normally have on the Tribalman's Shiv to deal with those pesky spies and make them bleed all over the place. In the second set of gameplay, which is going to be a little bit later on here after a few clips with this sniper gameplay, you're going to be seeing some gameplay of me playing as the spy. And first thing you're probably thinking to yourself, which I always seem to say that in a lot of these videos here, is I always tend to guess what I think you all are thinking you're going to say. You're probably going to be asking yourself, whoa, sniper and spy gameplay from Puntastic? That's way different from his soldier, medic, heavy, demo man gameplay that we're used to seeing from him here. So what gives? And I specifically played the last couple of days here as the spy, the sniper, and the scout. Now, some scout gameplay did not make it in here, and there's very good reason why. I'm terrible at the scout, as I am with actually the rest of these classes, but I was able to get some cool clips for you to feature off in this. So I wanted to talk about that, because I specifically said I am not going to be playing medic, I'm not going to be playing spy, or I'm not going to be playing soldier, I'm not going to be playing demo man, I'm not going to be playing all the classes that I'm usually used to playing. I'm only going to focus on the spy, the sniper, and the scout, because I need work on these classes, and if I want to be a balanced TF2 player and have a range of skills from all over the place, I have to focus on these classes here. That being said, you're probably also asking yourself, well, if you want to be a balanced sniper, why the heck are you using the huntsman? That's not a typical Team Fortress 2 sniper player. It's more of a gimmicky, casual mode player here. And my response to that is, you're right. Yeah, that's true. I probably should have been practicing with the regular sniper rifle or the Machina, which is my favorite sniper rifle. But I just decided, I wanted to mess around on Harvest here and actually take casually. And this is something you're probably not going to see much from me. But even in this gameplay here, you see me hopping on the cart, I'm used to payload. You see me hopping on the point, you see me trying to go for the objective, which is something as a sniper and as a spy, I really have to wean myself off. And that's why it took me such a long time to get used to playing these classes, and why the amount of clips that I got from the couple of days I was playing these classes was so sporadic and so few and far between. So I want to talk about that, because I have not been frustrated with this game in a long time. Like, usually when I get on Team Fortress 2, it's actually been like a relaxing, hey, let's get on, let's pub it up a little bit, let's go, talk some shit to the other team, let's go do some fun stuff. But when I was playing this, I just kept getting so angry and so frustrated, and the fact that I kind of forbade myself to switch to another class really was an additional factor to why I was getting so upset with it. So I just want to talk about this frustration, how to get over it, and why it's just with these certain classes that I get so frustrated with. Because I guarantee you, if I switched to playing the medic and just critzing someone or giving someone an Uber, I'd be totally fine. I'd be cool, calm, and collected. Although I do still kind of get upset a little bit when I do waste an Uber crits on someone who's like, yeah, fantastic. Give me the crits. I gotta get those crits, man. Come on. I need the fix, man. Give me those crits. Some people, man, they are the crits junkies, and they gotta get their fix, and I guess I'm the one to supply it for them. So, first of all, a little bit of background on myself here. Why am I so bad with these two classes? Now we're transitioning into the spy gameplay, which was very difficult, and a lot of the frustration came from the spy class. And I think it's just that players get used to a certain play style, and once you get stuck in those ways, you stick to classes that cater to that play style. So my play style, I would definitely define it as very much tanky, very much, offensive, point-driven, objective-based playing here. So when it comes to playing as a class like the scout, like the spy, like the sniper, where it's more so hanging off to the sides or taking the flank routes and just using that to your example and picking off certain key elements. So you want to go for the medic, you want to go for the other sniper. If you're playing sniper, ideally that's your responsibility. If you're the spy, you want to get behind the heavy or the medic or someone just of vital importance to take out so your team has an advantage. But that's not my typical playstyle. My typical playstyle is, yo man, you better pocket me. We're going to go in with that Uber. We're going to go in with that crits. And I'm going to get a 4-piece with this Crockett here that you just gave me. Or I'm going to go on top of a building as a soldier and just lob these rockets everywhere. I'm going to go on this corner here and lay some sticky traps with this demo man. Or just keep lobbing these grenades all over the place. So it's very hard for me to transition into a game style and a playing style where I have to be sneaky, or I have to, calculate my moves and get behind people, or I have to angle myself at certain positions just to be able to get some kills. So I really had to teach myself how to play these classes and how to change into their respective play styles here. So since we're watching a little bit of spy footage here, I'll talk a little bit about how I started with that, because I am a shit spy player and I admit it, and I'm trying to get a little bit better at it, but I can only play this class for a certain amount of time before I get too angry with it. And I tried different loadouts. I tried the stock at the beginning, and then everyone was suggesting, just go to the Dead Ringer. That's how you really get it. But I kept fumbling around with pulling out the cloak and dagger, or sorry, the Dead Ringer, and having my knife out, and being able to balance all of that. Because when you're watching someone play spy and you're trying to get a good idea of how to play the class, you see them with the Dead Ringer, and it seems like when they just automatically have it out, they can do whatever they want. They can stab, or at least when I've seen videos for that, that's what I've seen, and people just kind of pull it out and have it out all the time, and I always thought it was just out all the time, and that just shows you how much spy I don't play. In regards to the sniper, there are just certain things you can teach, and there's certain things you can't teach. So you can teach people different sight lines, you can teach people where to position themselves, or what weapons work really well. So, the Machina obviously is good for body shotting and getting collaterals, that's why I love it. But you can't teach someone how to aim for the heads. That's something that takes practice, that's working on your sensitivity, finding that sweet spot, and I think that's a big issue for me, is finding that sweet spot and being able to land the headshots. Because a lot of the sniper gameplay, when I was using my Machina or the regular sniper rifle, it was very, very much body shot based. But that's the gameplay here. Let me know what you all do to get over this learning curve here. Thank you all so much.